I just love the sound of sirens in the city. Being facetious. Seems like that's what I hear all the time, though, in the city. Maybe it's time for me to not live in a city. So it's still Wednesday, August 9th, 2023, 10:39 a.m. That didn't actually take too much time at all. I forget the worker's name. I want to say it was Diana. I think she was Polynesian. She's very beautiful. Maybe late 30s or 40s. I didn't see a ring on her finger. Very kind and sweet. Beautiful. I need more women like that in my life. I suspect I'll probably never see her again. Holy Christ, it's hot in here. I forget what time St. Vincent de Paul serves lunch, but I think it's too early for that. That's the first time I've seen security through here, through Madison Square. I'm still perplexed as to what these little houses, these little brick houses with the solar panels there are. I dig the architecture and the structure. I'd do better with the landscaping. I mean, imagine that place if it had like big mature trees or some kind of shade structure. Some green would make that an amazing property. There's a Rainbow Bread Factory right here, I think. Or Bimbo Bread. Just thought I'd share that because this spot right here always smells amazing. It's just that unique smell of just fresh bread baking, and I'm glad to be driving by it with my window down. And this messes me up every time. I always come out this way and then I want to turn left on 7th Avenue and then I realize that I can't. So I turn left here. Unfortunately, I don't have anybody riding my alley. Lime scooters on the left. One of them on the ground, sort of blocking a driveway. Doesn't look like it's an active driveway though. So my phone overheated. I'm using my iPhone again, by the way. It's the only one that has any space lately. The phone overheated right as I was pulling in, which is fine. I should have wrapped that video anyway. Pulled into Social Security, but I didn't get a chance to finish what I was saying about what happened this morning at the rental car center. So yeah, when I moved from the TNC, where I moved the Ford Escape, I always want to call them Ford Escape. This is one of my favorite lines in Finding Nemo. Escape. Sounds like a more exotic vehicle when you call it an Escape. What are you doing? I just moved the Escape. But what? Yeah, it's right on the back of it. Escape. The Ford. So yeah, moving the Teslas. I think I explained the Teslas were left over from the day before because we just all got tired of how brutally hot it was inside the Teslas. So fuck the Teslas. And the guys doing the washing, like, they don't want the Teslas anyway because people don't want to rent them, because when they rent them, they quickly find out that they don't have anywhere to charge them, and that charging them is problematic. And then they also realize they're incredibly annoying vehicles to use. And heaven forbid they have to park somewhere where they don't have shaded parking and then come out to the car anytime after the sun has come out. Yeah, I don't understand why Hertz has gone all in on the Tesla 3, because people that rent them quickly realize they don't like them. And me working there, I've just started to hate them. But there were 2 Tesla Model 3s left to move from the glass area to the wash area. And of course the guy at the wash area is like, I don't want these, bring me some SUVs. I'm like, I don't have any SUVs. So these are leftovers from yesterday. Might have been the day before. So anyways, I was moving the second one and I realized I didn't have my car key with me. I was moving the first one, went back and moved the second one, and at that point, it shifted my whole focus to trying to find my car key, because obviously I needed that to get to Social Security. Well, it didn't take long for my iPhone to overheat. And it's not really that cooled off, so it's probably not going to last very long this time. As I was saying, I was shifting my focus trying to find my key, because, I need that. And without my key, I would have to leave considerably sooner to get to my Social Security appointment, assuming I could even make it on time at all at that point. And then Esther asked me to move a car that she was driving. She stepped out of it and asked me to move to retail. She was real friendly in the way she asked. A lot of times I have issues with Esther because she just comes off like a barking dog. She orders me to do stuff, and she does it in a way that's like really off-putting, and there's just no way to lead. But she actually asked me nice, and of course, I'm looking for my key, but I'm still clocked in. I should be doing work, so I'll move that to retail. I quite enjoy running cars to the retail area because I've noticed a lot of the other drivers don't park them very neatly in that area and don't really get, the retail guys like them organized, and I fully understand how they like them organized and talk to them about it. So at least when I bring cars to retail, I can do my part in making sure those ones are neatly arranged like they like them. The French guy's especially bad at doing Emmanuel. I think he's in his early 40s. He looks younger than that. Trying to vlog from Social Security back to the Mitchell Clinic was pretty much a wasted effort with as hot as it is, and the parking and uncovered parking, and using my iPhone right now because it's a 6S Plus, and those things are known for having issues with the heat dissipation, especially mine. Maybe it'll work for a little while this time, because I have covered parking here at the Mitchell Clinic, and I was inside a rather cool air-conditioned area, so there's that too. So it's 11:25 a.m. I was thinking about going down to St. Vincent de Paul to get lunch, but I don't. It's so hot. I'm not comfortable parking my car like right in the zone, and I just don't feel like I really have. Especially since I can go right back to work and be making money, it doesn't make a lot of sense for me to. Like, my time is more valuable than that free lunch. So I do want to get some food though, and not go back to MLS hungry. So I think I'm gonna head down to the Del Taco over here on 3rd Street in Thomas, by where the clinic was before they moved it over to Mitchell. I had a really good meeting, not with my case manager. Like, somebody else from the team came up and said, oh yeah, he's approved for a... I don't know why they couldn't just do that via text message, just have me on a list, but she told the gal, the dude at the front counter that, I'm approved for a bus card, just let me get it. But I had to wait quite a while for that person to come up. But at the same time that person came up, this one woman, and it kills me, I can't ever remember her name, because she is an absolute sweetheart. And while she's not my case manager, she's on the same team, and I'm not exactly sure what team means in this context. All I know is that, like, before, when Tara wasn't available, there were different people on the team that would help me, and after Tara became paralyzed from the waist down due to health reasons, and was hardly ever able to come into the office, or wasn't able to come into the office for a long time, this woman helped me a lot, and I got to know her pretty well, and I can't remember her name. But she's very, very sweet. One of the nicest, kindest, best people there. I want to say she's a little bit older than me, maybe 2-3 years older than me, which could mean she's like 5 or 6 years younger than me. But Native American, and just an absolute sweetheart. And she just stopped. She wasn't even there to deal with me. She just stopped because she saw me, to see how I was doing, and we talked about how I was doing. And she's like, you still working at Amazon? And which made me realize how long it's been since I've actually seen her, with all the times I've been down there. But I told her about what happened with Amazon, and she's like, hey, you should have, as soon as that happened, she goes, you should have come here so we could have contacted their HR and advocated for you and let them know, like, what kind of mental, and maybe that would have made a difference, and maybe it wouldn't have. At this point, I figure I'm so far gone from Amazon, like, that feels like ancient history. See, at this point, it's all about MLS and Wonolo. I'm just going to put Domino's off as a mistake, or maybe a little extra money at a time where I needed a little extra money. Just going to try to find the other hat next week when paychecks are due, go in there and get my last check and return them their shirt and their hat and just write that off as something that wasn't meant to be. Well, that was nice and quick, and used the app. 11:34 a.m. now. See, I didn't waste much time that visit at all. So much better than the other Del Taco over on 44th Street. And the funny thing is, the woman that helped me there, she's helped me before, middle-aged Latina, absolutely beautiful woman, and super friendly. Bit of a language barrier with her, but like somehow I communicate with her just fine. Way better than yesterday with two people that speak completely fluent English. Make that make sense. I just kind of explained to her what happened yesterday, how frustrating it was, and she did show me something I needed to click in the app, which, to be honest, I don't think I needed to click in the app, but I went ahead and told her what's going on and had her kind of direct me on what to do in the app. And got buy one get one free on the Del Combo burritos with green sauce. I actually got served Del Combo burritos with green sauce. That woman is sweet. I wish I had some way to get to know her. One of those many moments where I wish my Spanish was better. I should really get my ass back to work. My phone keeps overheating, so I never really finished the story. But anyway, I just realized my keys were missing, was starting to focus on trying to find my keys and thinking, well, I need to just check places I immediately was, and if I don't find my keys, then I just need to head out now, in hopes I make it to Social Security before my appointment. Don't have to wait 3 months again to get another damn appointment, because it was so difficult to get the appointment, and even more difficult to make sure that the appointment was in person, not some telephonic thing that was going to fail because my phones are off and I never hear them ring. Esther was actually surprisingly nice, asked me to move a car I was driving over to retail, so yeah, I'm still plugged in. Of course, she asked nice, and that's my job. So moved that over to retail, parked it nice, and then walked back into the break room. I don't remember their names, but the only way I can tell the boss's sisters apart is that one of them has a little bit of a speech impediment and the other one doesn't. So it was the one without the speech impediment. Both of them are so abso-fucking-lutely gorgeous. Oh, I don't think she understands just how fucking beautiful she is. Asked her if I dropped my keys there. She said she didn't see them, and pulled down this bin of lost and found, and it wasn't in there, and looking for keys, not finding my keys. And I was in an absolute borderline panic. And then, to make matters worse, wow, that guy's having a breakdown. Did you see him throwing the bottle into the street? That guy's having a breakdown. This heat makes people crazy. It really does. I mean, it's not good for anybody's mental health if they're stuck out in it. Whether they're stuck out in it in a car that has non-functioning air conditioning, or they're walking or waiting for a bus. It's really brutal. And my phone's probably going to overheat any second now because it's really hot. And now I'm stuck in a lane restriction. It seems like this would be more helpful if they set up more of the little pylons and have 2 lanes of through traffic, and just set up like no left turn there at 18th Street. Seems like that would cause less of a traffic snarl. Just saying. God, I really want to stop and get a fountain drink at 7-Eleven, because I've already used my Circle K Sip and Save, and oh yeah, there's a 7-Eleven that's on the way too, more or less, 24th Street and McDowell. So I'm gonna go get that, get my burritos, and I'm ready for a full day. I forget what time Rob was asking me to come in for an evening shift. He wants me to be on an evening shift. He wanted me to start this week, so now that Domino's out of the way, I can make that happen. 2 p.m. So yeah, it's well before 2 p.m. It's 11:39 right now. So nice not to be encumbered by the Domino's Pizza app, to be able to drive at a normal speed, entering this freeway safely, not causing all the people behind me to have to enter at an unsafe slow speed, and to be able to keep my eyes 100% on the road and not even have to glance at my speedometer. Because as long as I'm flowing with traffic like this, what my speedometer says is completely irrelevant, and it's hard to see in the daylight with where it's positioned and stuff. It's just kind of just the way this car is. And that's the way this car is when it was new. It's not even matter of this car being old. Like that's one of the kind of design flaws of the Saturn Ion. In fact, that was my biggest turnoff on it when I first saw the new Ions and how they'd replace the SL. Because to me, the SL2, just everything was absolutely perfect about the Saturn SL2. And I would totally love to find a restored one. Or find one that's just in good shape. In fact, I regret that I wasn't able to get that 3-door that I saw for sale over on Thomas. However many months back ago that was. That thing disappeared fast. It was so clean too. I need to get towards the right lanes. God, it is so hot. But you know what? Going in with a 32-ounce Big Gulp and a couple of Del Taco burritos that I got on a 2-for-1 deal through the app. I think my total was less than $5. For some reason, they gave me a... Oh yeah, overheated phone. It's so hot, my iPhone don't work. 11:52. I really needed this little bit of me time. I mean, it's not much, but you know what I mean? I got my bus pass. You know, and that was the big deal, by the way. So when I'm like starting to panic and realizing I can't find my keys, and I'm going through all my pockets trying to see, well, shit, what pocket I put my keys in? And then I realize that, shit, not only do I not have my keys, I don't have a valid bus pass. Like, I had quite a few day passes, but I've managed to use them all up. That was highly distressing. Oh, apartment complex I just passed on the right. That's another one of them that has remnants of Randolph Road going through it. Yeah, I'm still obsessed with Randolph Road. I might be the foremost authority on Randolph Road at this point. Damn, it's so hot. Phone's probably gonna overheat again soon. So yeah, at that point I'm just thinking, well, fuck, I don't even know what I'm doing for transportation. I'm probably gonna have to walk all the way from Hertz to the light rail station, and since they attempted to segregate it by economic status, there's no light rail stop at 16th Street. I would have had to walk all the way to 12th Street. I mean, I could catch a bus sooner, but in order for me to get a reduced day pass, which I'm qualified for, I have to go to a light rail platform where there's a machine. So yeah, I'd have had to walk all the way in this heat to 12th Street, and that would have been the closest rail station there. Or take the SkyTrain, but I didn't have time for that. I'd try to figure out, would it be quicker to take the SkyTrain all the way backtrack to 44th Street and then ride in from 44th Street. But yeah, most likely I'd have been walking, so I'm just resigned to this is going to be a fucking miserable walk. And the last thing I did was I popped in my car and I thought I would look a little more closely in the car to see if I could find my keys. And it had, apparently when I was getting out of the car, slipped and fallen into the space between my car door and my driver's seat. So I guess all is well as end well. But boy, that was out of panic. And it was twofold panic, because not only did I not have my car keys, and I really should have a spare key to this car. I don't, and that's a source of some distress. But I should also always have a bus pass on me at all times. So the problem's solved. Got a free monthly pass. Hopefully I don't lose it on the day I swipe it, which hopefully isn't going to be today. Knock on plastic. So I'm heading back to work. Hopefully as soon as I get in there, before I even clock in, I can talk to Rob about scheduling and going to evening shift, starting with today. Because I think if I go back to work at a little bit afternoon, it's going to end up like, you know, I can work until the time he wants me to end the night shift, which I forget what time it is. I got it on a piece of paper in my pocket. Can I forget stuff? Hopefully I don't lose it, because I also lose stuff. 10:30 p.m. Wow, that would be for a long day today. No, I don't think I can stay that late. Maybe I'm down. I don't know. I'll just talk to Rob. Let him decide what's best for MLS, because I'm all about working later at night. Even though that'll mean no more off lot stuff, and I love doing the off lot stuff, especially the out of town off lot. Alright, welcome back YouTube. Today is shaping into just an amazingly awesome day. And I haven't really talked about what happened with Social Security, other than how sweet the woman was. Both her demeanor and yeah, she's quite pleasing to the eye as well. So I just went back into MLS. By the way, it is 12:14 p.m. Wednesday afternoon, August 9th. 2023. Yes, I just popped into MLS, and of course my phone overheated on the last shooting on the iPhone. It's all I got with free space on it, and iPhone overheats. It's like 104 outside right now. I just got back and walked in, and I saw immediately like work I could start working on over in the vent outs. There were like 5 hot trunks. I could move quickly over to the wash line, but they got people doing that. I guess his sister miscommunicated with him and told him I wasn't coming back today. It's like, no, I'm coming back. I said I just had a meeting with Social Security that I forgot about that took a little while. And granted, I did some other stuff, but whatever. It's needed done. Anyway, I told him that done with Domino's. That's a non-issue now, and that there were things that were not right there, and I'm in a better place because of it. And I'm available for evenings now, as he wanted. So he said he's got a new hire coming in tonight. He comes in at 5. He says I can come back at 2 or come back at 4. My choice. Initially he said 2, and then I had said 4 because I think that's what's written on my paper. But then he said 2, and then he changed it to 4. He's like, just come in tomorrow. Come back when you want. Go take a little hang time. Feed your cats. Which is ironic because it's like something I should probably be working on. But so yeah, I'm right on the evening schedule as of now. So I think I'm going to take advantage of the fact that this car doesn't have to be doing anything for me. And roll over to Rob's shop is very likely to be there right now. Let him know that it's kind of still messing up. Give him some cash. And got a fresh bus pass, so I don't have to worry about bus fare. Handle some things that haven't been getting handled, including Chase Bank and some of my other missing cards, and figure out what the hell's up with my PayPal account, and handle all of that shit. Before I come back to work, and I come back to work via Transit and SkyTrain. I don't have to worry about this damn car. This car can stay in the garage. But yeah, I'm feeling really good about all that. So earlier this morning, when I wasn't in as good of a frame got a text message from Priscilla because I didn't tell her about it. I didn't really go into much detail. I just told her that I'm done with Domino's when I walked off an hour before getting to my shift. And I just basically told her it's just like kid running his mouth like he had it punch it. And anyway, I got a message from her. I'm not sure. Something's coming in or whatever. Maybe it was around the time that I lost my keys. That would explain the current response rate. This iPhone is like a lost cause in this heat. So it's 12:20 p.m. God, I am just so ready to be done with all this sweating. And what the fuck is going on? You are not in the left turn lane. Or are you? You know what? Actually, I think this particular lane, that left lanes are allowed, or left turns are allowed from that lane. That's a dysfunctional intersection if it is. Now I want to look more closely at that intersection, see if I can solve the dysfunction. Not that I'll ever get a job for ADOT or any other traffic agency doing that, but I just like to do it because I'm good at it. So, anyway, on my way to Rob's shop, as I was saying, text message around the time I was freaking out because I couldn't find my key from Priscilla saying good morning, and to which I responded that not really. Good mornings start with a blowjob and breakfast, and I haven't had one of those in ages. I want to make sure she knows where I stand. She's like, yeah, I haven't had a morning like that either. And I'm like, yeah, but every time I want to go down on you, you tell me no. If you wanted that, I would have made it happen this morning. Honest truth. Hello and welcome back, YouTube. 12:55 p.m. This day's just whipping right by me. So I got a little bit more money to rob. I really wanted to leave the car here, but it's just like, I don't have room for it. I don't have room for it. And I mean, yeah, look in front of me. You can see you ain't got room for it. But I just wanted to leave it here and be done with it. I really did. Take the bus home. On the right over there looking inside that car looked good. I'm ready for a car-free week if I can make it happen. And working at MLS is perfect for me, you know, being car-free. I've seen how much I spend on gas, and it's cheaper for me to do like one of those 3-day scooter programs, take Lime scooters back and forth to the SkyTrain, and then take the SkyTrain into work. That's my plan for this afternoon. Once I get this car home, I'm just parking it. I'm sick of spending every extra dollar I have on gas, especially since gas went up literally 10 cents in the valley overnight. Fuck it. I'm sick of that. I'm sick of just spending all that money on that. And fuck Domino's. I was telling Rob about how that all went down last night. It's like, you should take that up with the district manager. You should talk to him. I told him about the kid last night. He's like, you should talk to his boss. I'm like, yeah, his boss is just about as bad. I told him about Samantha and showed him the text messages. It's like, that's ridiculous. This is the ridiculous thing is that I didn't get the messages until after I left off to work, but the fact that she sent those messages shows who's messing with their cell phone that shouldn't be. And she's the one making pizzas, so that's a health code violation. I'm tempted to drop a fucking dime on the health inspector over that. I mean, I could send messages to Frank. I'm surprised I haven't got a text message at all from Samantha. But I know she was getting kind of frustrated with me anyway, so whatever. No, I'm not her problem anymore. Of course, her problem is she doesn't have anybody to close tonight as a driver. Not my problem. She had me scheduled for 30 hours again this week. I have to sort that out. Wow, let's hear it for the dick in the Cadillac. Passing on the right where there's not even a lane. Kind of hope that guy gets a blowout and flips his car. Oh wow, building on the right's going in pretty quick. That's a nice looking building. Still have no idea what it is, but it's a nice looking structure. It's nice to see something in that lot. That's been vacant as long as I can. Like, I don't think there's ever been anything there. So hot. So I told Rob what's going on with the car. He's kind of dumbfounded with it. But I told him he's going to have plenty of time to sort it out. All I got to deal with now is work at MLS and get there via SkyTrain. I was going to top off my tank tonight. You know what? No, I'm going to run for a while. Fuck this recent surge in gas prices. I ain't paying for it. I got enough gas in here to take it back to Rob's shop. And if he needs more gas, and while he works out it, he can put some gas in it. God, it feels good knowing I don't have to go to Domino's tonight. Wow, I just passed 2 DPS state troopers on 46th Street. That's unusual. So 1:03 p.m. now. Oh yeah, of course my iPhone overheated. It's just too goddamn hot for an iPhone 6s Plus to function in a phone mount. Pedestrian on the left. She looks like a good time. Yeah, so I still need to go to Chase Bank. I almost forgot about that. I'm going home though. car temperature gauge is starting to climb. I don't feel like putting any more gas in this car, and may as well start one of them 3-day Lime scooter subscriptions in about an hour after I've had time to chill at home and cool off. And hey, maybe get the chapter of the vlog I've been working on for the last few days, but haven't had time to really make any progress on actually upload it. There's a goal. God, I think I'm still uploading like July 12th right now. At least I got the Poop on the Company Time song uploaded. That didn't get as many views as I'd like it to have got, but you know what? I think it got over 1,500 views. That's something, right?